Hi, my name is Nika Shofiyani. Here I will try to explain about the modes and types of interpreting. First, I will explain about the modes of interpreting. First, consecutive interpreting is activity done by using pauses during interpreting and use note taking in small meeting. Because of the pauses in interpreting, this activity takes longer. The second is simultaneous interpreting, which is interpreting done almost simultaneously when a speaker speaks. So this activity takes less time. This interpreting is done for a large meeting. Usually, interpreting is given a special place called a booth and is usually done in pairs or two people. Then, whispered interpreting, meaning that the interpreter will speak softly and close to the listener when translating orally, usually done in a small meeting. This interpreting is a form of simultaneous interpreting but doesn't use tools when interpreting. The last like interpreting is the activity of listening and speaking, but in this interpreting it consists of reading and speaking, meaning that an interpreter will be asked to translate a text or usually a document into the listener language orally. And usually interpreters need time to understand the content of the document. The next are types of the interpreting. First, conference interpreting is interpreting done in a conference, usually using consecutive or simultaneous interpreting depending on the participant. Second is called interpreting. Interpreting done by consecutive interpreting for small informal setting, usually to accompany a client on a tour or trip. The third bilateral interpreting, where an interpreter must be bilingual and acts as a mediator between two clients in a non-formal situation. The next telephone interpreting, in which an interpreter must also be bilingual and is conducted over the phone. It is usually done in urgent situation and for now only exists in developed countries such as Japan, for example. The next television interpreting. Interpreting commonly done in Europe in TV programs. The next video conference interpreting. Interpreting done for face-to-face meeting online using the internet. The next community interpreting, which is interpreting that works within a community, which require not only language proficiency but also social culture and cognitive competence. The next card interpreting. An interpreter is here as the spoken person for the card and must be neutral and must say the entire interpret without adding or subtracting from it. The last medical interpreting, an interpreter here here must be a professional interpreter and master all medical terms. Thank you.